Good morning, guys, and welcome to our new math session. Today's session is going to be about mental strategies to solve add and subtract questions. So let's start first by correcting the last homework. So let's start by the first one here. Add mentally, write the method you have used. So I have 628 in question number A, 628 plus 98. So listen here. If I want to add them here, I need just to make something to make it easier for me to calculate. So what if I added 2 to the 98 here? It will be 100. So it's going to be easier for me to calculate. So I would just make 628, and here I would just add this 98 plus 2 is going to be 100. So I changed this 98 in the question, I made it 100. So right now the addition is easier. 628 plus 100 is going to be 728. But remember, you added 2 in the question, so you have to subtract it from the answer. So I will just subtract 2 from the answer, is going to be 726. Okay, so let's go to question number B. 87 plus 480. So guys here, listen, to make it easier for you to just add, I'm trying just to make the number is just a multiple of 10 because multiples of 10s it's just easier for everybody to understand and easier to solve. So I'm just how what's the nearest thing here to change it into multiple of 10? Here this is already a multiple of 10, and here it's not a multiple of 10, so let's change it to make it a multiple of 10. So I would just add 3 here to be 90. So it's going to be 90 plus 480. So right now it's easy. 400 it's in the hundreds, and after that 90 plus 80 it's going to be 170. So 170 plus 400 is going to be 570. Okay, but remember, you added 3 in the question, you have to get it out from the answer. So I will minus 3 here from the answer. So it's going to be equals to 567. Okay, number C, 654 plus 490. So here the question is I have one multiple of 10, and here I have to a number, but it's not a multiple of 10. So here I need to change it into multiple of 10 to be able to solve it easier. So I have two ways. The first way is just to add as the previous two questions here, and here, or I have to subtract here. So I will just subtract 4 from this number. So it's going to be 650 and plus 490. So right now it's easier for me to calculate. 400 plus 600 is going to be 1000, and 50 plus 90 is going to be 140. So I have 1140. Okay, but here, remember that you subtracted 4, you have to put it in the answer. So plus 4 here in the answer is going to be 1144. Let's go to question number D. 862 plus 380. So here it's a multiple of 10, and I will just change that into a multiple of 10. So here it's going to be 860, so I will just subtract 2. And here I will just add it as this 380. And after that, add the hundreds. So it's going to be 300 plus 800 is going to be 1100. And 60 and 80 together is going to be 140. So I have 1140. So it's going to be 1240 because I have here 100 from adding the two tens together. So it's going to be 1240. But remember that you just took 2 from the question, so I have to put it in the answer. So I will add 2 in the answer. So the answer is going to be 1242. Question number E is very easy because I have here 3500, it's already a multiple of 10, and here it's 240, it's already a multiple of 10. So when you add them together, it's going to be 3740. But guys, by the way, don't just close your mind in something like that, like change it into multiple of 10. Maybe somebody see it easier to change it into multiple of hundreds to make it easier for himself. So you can change it whatever you want, but remember that when you add or subtract in the question, you have to do the inverse operation in the answer. Okay, let's go to question number F. 8,200 plus 670. So here it's 8,000 in the thousands, and 200 plus 600 is going to be 800, and this is 70, so it's going to be 8,870. It's very easy because they are multiples of 10 already. Okay, let's go to question number 2. Question number two is easier because here this is something called the abacus. The abacus here, it just I'm adding here, I'm counting all the ones and put it in the ones. So for example, here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first number I will just put it 8. And to make sure of your answer, by the way, it's not about making sure, but here in the question, it's 5 plus 3 equals 8. So the ones with the ones, and the tens with the tens, hundreds with the hundreds, and the thousands with the thousands. So it's something like adding normally here. So if I added the units together or the ones together, it's going to be 8. And if you counted here the tens, you will find it's 80. And the thousands, it's going to be 80. And the thousands, I'm sorry, the hundred is going to be 80. And the thousands is going to be 4,000. So let's do it here. It's going to be equal to 4,888. Or you can do it like that. 5 plus 3 equals 8, 2 plus 6 equals 8, 7 plus 1 equals 8, and 4 with nothing is going to be equals to 4. So the answer is going to be equals to 4,888. Okay, question number B. I have add here 5,732 and 3,047. So you have two ways to answer this question. The first way is to use the abacus, and the second way is to use the compact method of addition or adding normally, like working it out. So here it's 2 plus 7 equals 8, 3 plus 4 equals 7, 7 plus 0 equals 7, and 5 plus 3 equals 8. It's very easy addition. So the answer is going to be 8,779. Or to count the abacus here, in the thousands is going to be 8, and in the hundreds is going to be 7, in the tens it's going to be 7, in the units or ones it's going to be 9. So it's going to lead you to the same answer at the end. Okay, let's go to question 3. Add 1,256 plus 312. Look, you have a lot of methods to do the addition. It's normal method like that as you learned before in year 2 and year 1. You can add 6 plus 2 equals 8, 5 plus 1 equals 6, 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 1 is going to be the same one. Or you can use the adjusting method as we did in the first question. Look here, I'm just making it here 1256 plus 312. So I'm just removing from here 6 to make it multiple of 10. So, and here it's not a multiple of 10. So I will just remove 2 from it to make it a multiple of 10. It's okay. So here is going to be 1250 because I removed the 6 from here, plus 310 because I removed the 2 from here. So if you added them together, it's going to be equal to 1560, right? Yeah, you can do it yourself, by the way. So it's 1560. But remember that you removed 2 and you removed 6 from the question. So I have to add 8 in the answer because 6 plus 2 equals 8. So 1568 is going to be the answer. Or as we said, you can do the compacted method if you want. Question number B, it's 824 plus 3064. So you have, and again, you have a lot of methods to solve an addition problem. Either to just make the adjustment method, which is I remove from here 4 and I will remove from the other number 4 to make it a number like multiple of 10. And the answer here is going to be 820 plus 3060. So right now it's easy addition. 3,880 because I added the thousands alone, the hundreds alone, the tens alone, and the units alone. So it's going to be 3,880. And after that, you add the numbers that you took from the question. I took from here 4 and I took another 4. So total what I took is going to be 8. So I'm adding it in the answer. So the answer is going to be 3,888. Okay, so let's go for the other part of our session today. Is going to be subtracting mentally. Look here, subtracting mentally is exactly like the addition mentally, but remember something, and just I need you to remember that very well because it's gonna cause a very big problem if you just forgot it. Look here, it's gonna be 248 minus 35, right? So I'm playing only with this number. I can change it from this number only. Do not just add or subtract in this number at all because it's gonna confuse you really. And if you want to try alone, just try. But here, I'm just making the first number only. I'm adding or subtracting from the first number only. So I have here 248. I'm just adding 2 to make it easier. So it's going to be 250 minus here 35. So if you subtracted them here mentally, it's going to be 215. And take care, you added 2 in the question, just subtract it in the answer. So 215 minus 2 is going to be 213. Okay, and again, remember, you are just adding or subtracting in this number only. Okay, let's go to question number B. 587 minus 64. Again, I'm playing with this number, so I can subtract 7 or 3. Maybe I can subtract 3 from here to make it 584. And here is going to be minus 64. Why did I do that? I just made that because I need to change this ones. Instead of 7, I just made it 4 as the ones here. So it's gonna be easier for me to subtract. So listen here, 4 minus 4 is gonna be 0, and 8 minus 6 is gonna be 2, and 5. So here is gonna be 520. So here's 520, and if you just added 3 to it, it's gonna be 523. Okay, so guys, by the way, you can just subtract mentally here, like subtracting the units from the units, the tens from the tens, and the hundreds from the hundreds. So 8 minus 5 equals 3, and 4 minus 3 equals 1, and 2 minus 2 minus nothing, or 2 minus 0 equals 2. So it's very easy to do it here. Okay, so we just get the end here in this session. So your homework, guys, is gonna be sheet on Google Classroom. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.